One of my favorite types of readings to do during this time of year is a year ahead reading. With it, I look forward to the upcoming year and see what kinds of energies I can expect. Super helpful if you want to make your next year your best year yet. Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm here to help improve your tarot practice through my tarot chats and deck reviews. I have a spread that I want to share with you. I'm gonna do my year ahead reading on camera with you guys. And I'm going to be using two decks. I have my Beto deck. This is one of the decks for Yule that I'm using. And when I'm filming this, Yule hasn't happened yet. And I'm going to be using the Tree Keeper's Oracle because this is like my obsession right now. I'll also be recording the year ahead spread in my Book of Shadows. I've shown this before on the channel. So the first spread prompt is main focus for the year, and I like to use an oracle deck for this. So grabbing my Tree Keeper's Oracle, I'm thinking of the year ahead, thinking of what I want for it, and then asking my cards for a main focus for the year. And this card is jumping out, and it is the Keeper of Stars. That is going to be my main focus for the year. So I'm gonna see how I need to interpret that. First of all, Keeper of the Stars makes me think of reaching for the stars, of having a lot of hope. Again, I associate the star tarot card meaning with that. But you can see here that she does seem to have hope. She seems to have a very positive outlook for the future. And that is something that is very true for me. I've talked about this in therapy. Maybe this is TMI. But even when I am depressed, right now I'm going through kind of a struggle of depression, and I hope that in January that I can get on some meds. But still then, I can feel bleak about right now, but I always have hope that the future will be better. But with that also comes that I tend to be stuck in the future and thinking about the future without being grounded and really present right now. Yeah, the first sentence in the guidebook says, "Stars carry hope light. Do you have the energy to continue your wish?" The Tree Keepers have a favorite saying, "Always keep a star in your heart." So yeah, it is about even when you're disappointed or disillusioned, and we get wounded, weary, that we stop carrying or even looking for the hope lights because we no longer believe in the power of stars. For me, that's not the case. So I think that my focus for the year is really to hold on to that hope, to hold on to that light, and to believe that there are better things coming for me in the next year. So that's a very uplifting and powerful message, which is why I really like the Tree Keeper's Oracle. I did an entire review on it if you want to check that out. Next, I'm going to be grabbing my tarot deck for the next 5 prompts. And prompt number 2 is something I learned in 2023 to bring into 2024. I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking. My boyfriend's bike just fell over because it's storming outside and she is upset. Nay. Nay. Okay, I have the 8 of Pentacles. Something I learned is that some things take a lot of work, take a lot of time, take a dedicated routine. That is super important for me. I do really, really well on routines because I have not really been feeling well lately. I have not been holding on to my routines. I've not been doing those. And I feel it. I feel it in the fact that I'm not getting better. I feel it in that I'm actually getting worse within my burnout symptoms and mental health in general. And that healing and feeling better and moving forward will always take a lot of time, practice, and effort. Also, funny thing that he's reading here, I think it's he, I don't know, they are reading here. And this is a year that I rediscovered my love for reading fiction. So then the next 4 prompts are super easy. We're gonna look at the next 4 quarters. So we're starting with quarter number 1. And for this, you can divide it up in different themes. So right now I'm going to do a general reading. I'm not going to be focused on career, not going to be focused on relationships, but you can do for quarter 1, you can pull a card for general life, you can pull a card for career, for relationships, for friendships, and you can do that like multiple cards per quarter, depending on the kind of theme that you want to do a reading on. So for me, it's going to be general life, quarter one. And quarter one is Six of Cups. And I think this tells me that I really need to focus in quarter one on getting in touch with not necessarily my inner child. That's not really an energy that I feel very comfortable getting in touch with. Also because there's not necessarily much to heal there. It's more like my inner teenager, if you will. But I think it is kind of that childlike energy that I am encouraged to be in touch with. This is definitely one that I need to really think about how what this represents for me, what this means for me. So that's going to be interesting in quarter one. Let's see, general life in quarter two. We have the Seven of Swords, something unexpected, something that I think it's gonna take a lot of mental energy for me, because we have Seven of Swords, it's mental communication, all that stuff. So I think it's gonna be asking a lot of me with that. It is also a card of trickery. Funny that the Cesarabito guidebook calls the Seven of Swords independence, deception, defiance. So it's almost as if I am gonna be doing something where I'm gonna be more independent, where I'm going against the grain, I think, going against what is normal, I guess. Again, one that I'm definitely gonna be looking into. Quarter three, general life. I have the Knight of Pentacles. I also have this card. Two popped up. I have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Those are two very interesting energies to lean into. I'm not gonna go super in depth for what I think all of this means for me, because I want you to do this reading for yourself. So let's see, quarter four, Five of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of different energies going on in the next year. There's no major arcana, so I feel like a lot of the energy for 2024 for me is going to be bound inward and looking inward, and not necessarily, I don't want to say being affected by outside energies, because of course we always are, but I think the most of the growth and most of the big things happening for me in 2024 are gonna be those moments where I look within, have realizations about myself, and do that inner work. So that's gonna be super interesting. I'm definitely gonna take some pictures of these cards and put them in my book of shadows. I'll give you a glimpse of what that looks like when I have finished. I've really been enjoying working in my book of shadows. And actually, the next video that's going to be out is going to be my decks for Imbolc that I'm going to be using for Imbolc season. And I've taken pictures of every single card of every single one of those decks for Imbolc so that I can print them out and actually paste my readings in my book of shadows. I think that's going to be fun. So now that you know how to do a year ahead reading, you might want to get yourself more comfortable with how to actually read tarot. Click the video on the screen right now to watch my complete guide to tarot reading. Subscribe if you want to see more tarot chats and deck reviews. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!